Prince Edward County. The sound of steam once echoed across the fields and harbors. This is the story of the Picton Railway, a short line with a long legacy. The beginnings of the Picton Railway traces its roots back to the 1870s, when railways were the arteries of progress in Ontario. At the time, Prince Edward County was rich in agriculture, timber and limestone. But its isolation on Lake Ontario limited growth. Farmers and industrialists pushed for a rail link that could connect the county to broader markets. In 1879, the Prince Edward County Railway was incorporated, running from Picton Harbor to Trenton, where it connected with the Grand Trunk Railway. This link allowed local goods, from barley and wheat to timber and iron ore, to reach Toronto, Montreal, and beyond. Expansion and growth. The Picton Line was more than just a farm railway. Its greatest wealth came from limestone quarries, and the county shipped endless carloads of stone for building and industry coal. Delivered by lake freighters to Picton Harbor, was unloaded at the docks and sent inland by rail. Passenger service also thrived in the early years. Families, workers, and even tourists boarded trains in Picton for destinations up the line. For many county residents, the train was their first connection to the outside world. The Canadian Northern Era. In 1911, the struggling line was leased to the Canadian Northern Railway, which expanded operations by 1923. It became part of the newly created Canadian National Railways, CNR, bringing it under national control. For decades, the Picton Line was a vital link, hauling freight, carrying mail, and keeping the county tied to the rest of Canada. The slow decline. But by the mid-20th century, the railway's future dimmed. Highways were improving, trucks were cheaper, and passenger cars gave people freedom that rail schedules could not. In 1957, passenger service to Picton ended, leaving only freight. By the 1970, limestone quarries and agricultural shipments had slowed, and carloads dropped each year. The line from Trenton to Picton became less profitable, and maintenance costs climbed. The end of the line. In 1984, Canadian National officially abandoned the Picton Line. The rails were torn up, stations closed, and the once busy harbor sidings grew silent. For the first time in over a century, no train whistle echoed through Picton. But the story didn't end entirely. Portions of the old railway corridor were later transformed into trails, including parts of the Millennium Trail. Some rail beds remain visible, and in Picton itself, remnants of the harbor sidings and limestone loading areas still tell the story of when steel rails ruled the county. Legacy. Though the Picton Railway is gone, its impact remains. It carried the stone that built cities, the harvest that fed communities, and the people who shaped the county's story. For nearly 100 years, the railway was more than a line on a map. It was a lifeline. This was the Picton Railway, from steam to silence, but never forgotten. On the back roads of home.